Hello all, I am Dr. Nidhi Sharma, Assistant Professor Chemistry, First Year Engineering Science Department from AISSMS Institute of Information Technology, Pune. Welcome you all. My today's topic, second lecture, is based on the engineering material. In that, I am going to cover the polymer, which is biodegradable polymer. Now, what is biodegradable polymer? First of all, the biodegradable polymers are the polymers which can be easily degraded with the help of the biological systems like bacteria, fungi. So, the polymer chain is broken into very small pieces via the enzymatic activities. So, first of all, why the biodegradable polymers are required? Natural polymers are biodegradable, but synthetic polymers, plastics, these are cannot be degraded with the help of microbial attack. So these synthetic polymers are used in a very large number by the consumers, engineering and medical application. And degradation of these polymers is done by thermal mechanical chemical process which gives the very harmful products, and disposal of such polymer waste has become a major issue. Biodegradation of polymer has a significant potential to tackle the problem associated with plastic waste problems. So, biodegradation of polymer is a process carried out by biological systems wherein a polymer chain is broken into small pieces via enzymatic activities. So, biodegradable polymer reduces the need of synthetic, non-biodegradable and reducing its disposal problem and pollution. So, now next part is the generally the natural polymer are biodegradable and synthetic and plastic polymers are non-biodegradable. So what are the key factors of biodegradation of polymer? The first important factor is microorganism. Naturally occurring microorganism like bacteria, fungi, algae, these all are responsible for biodegradation of polymer because these all can be break carbon-carbon bond and the process takes place at very slow rate. The second important factor is environment. For the survival action of microorganism and for biodegradation process, suitable conditions like temperature, moisture, salt, suitable pH, oxygen, pressure, light, etc. are very important factors. Then the third one is the nature of polymer. For biodegradation, nature of polymer also should be favorable. So, biodegradation process actually proceeded by the hydrolysis and oxidation. So, the presence of hydrolyzable and or oxidizable linkage in the polymer main chain, what types of functional groups are present, what substituents are present, whether the balance of hydrophobicity and hydrophilicity is present there in not, how much is the crystallinity of the polymer, what is the molecular weight of the polymer. These all are the factors which contribute for the biodegradation of polymer. Now the features of biodegradable polymer which are generally present in all the biodegradable polymer. Naturally occurring polymers are biodegradable. Now synthetic addition polymers with only carbon atom main chain are not biodegradable. Suppose if the molecular weight is more than 500, then it will be non-biodegradable. If polymer chain contain atom other than carbon in the backbone, it may be biodegradable depend on the attached functional group. What functional group is attached on that? Then synthetic polycondensation polymers are generally biodegradable to different extent. It depends on their functional group. Like esters are more biodegradable than ethers, then amides and so on. So then after that, suppose if we compare the amorphous and crystalline polymer, then amorphous polymers are biodegradable as compared to the crystalline polymers due to their complicated structure, complex structure. Then the generally hydrophobic polymers degrade faster as compared to the hydrophobic polymers. Generally the low molecular weight polymers undergo biodegradation easily compared to the high molecular weight. So these are the features of biodegradable polymer. What are the limitations of biodegradable polymer? The biodegradable polymers cannot be manufactured at a very large scale. Like there is a controversy actually. The reason being nowadays the many companies, many industries which are interested in the manufacturing of the biodegradable polymers. It is very costly and do not process require very high mechanical possess very high mechanical. The biodegradable polymers do not possess very high mechanical strength and these have very low shelf life. Low shelf life means you can keep it not for a very long time. The storage time is very less. So these are the limitations of biodegradable polymer. Now next is the classification of biodegradable polymer. The biodegradable polymers can be divided in three classes: natural, biosynthetic and synthetic. The natural like cellulose, starch, protein. Biosynthetic which is polyhydroxyalkanoate like PHB, PHB. And synthetic biopolymers are polycaprolactone, polylactic acid. These are the example of synthetic biopolymers which possess the biodegradable properties. Now let's discuss about the biodegradable polymer polyhydroxybutyrate hydroxyvalerate, which is also known as PHB-HB. So actually what happens, two types of polyhydroxyalkanoate are known, which is polyhydroxybutyrate and polyhydroxyvalerate as biodegradable polymer. So they are synthesized by the sugar, fermentation of sugar obtained from different starch crops. So first we will see about the polyhydroxybutyrate. PHB is produced by the fermentation of the glucose by the bacterium Alkaligens eutrophus. In short, it is known as eutrophus and it results in the formation of the polyhydroxybutyrate. These bacteria uses globules of PHB as an energy storage medium similar to that of the fat in animal or starch in plant. And PHB is brittle in nature, it is highly crystalline, it is water soluble, non-toxic polymer and which is relatively resistant to hydrolytic degradation. It shows the good oxygen permeability and is rapidly biodegradable. It has low extension to break property and has high melting temperature, nearly 200 degrees centigrade. Now second one is polyhydroxyvalerate. So polyhydroxyvalerate can be produced by eutrophus and as well as it can be used with it can be produced with the help of bacterium A. olevorans. It depends on the type of carbon structure available during the fermentation. So this is polyhydroxyvalerate. Valerate means how many carbon? There are total number of 5 carbons. In butyrate there are 4 carbons and in valerate there are 5 carbons. Now the polyhydroxybutyrate hydroxyvalerate in combined form it is known as PHBB, PHBHB or HBHB. Okay, so PHB actually why there is a need to combine these two polymers. PHB, polyhydroxybutyrate, is a brittle material which is somewhat difficult to process as it decomposes at around 200 degrees centigrade. So addition of this hydroxyvalerate to the polymer leads to the several improvements. So that's why these two polymers are joined together. So what happens? This glucose alkaligen eutrophus bacteria helps to convert it into butyric acid, valeric acid, undergoes polymerization, it forms PHBB which is called biopolymer. Now as I have told, like there are few properties which are not present in butyrate, so that's why HB is added, like it drops the melting temperature, reduction in average crystallinity, increased flexibility and toughness, increased impact strength and improved higher extension at break. So these are the properties which got improved. So this copolymer of hydroxybutyrate and hydroxyvalerate is produced by eutrophus. So in this way we can say the properties get improved for PHBB. So as the property get improved, so where we can use this hydroxyvalerate before that, so we can use that polymer. As we know the properties get improved, like hydroxyvalerate content increases, so polymer flexibility, toughness increases, melting point reaches to the minimum. Incorporation of HB into PHB, it allows the flexibility, tensile strength, melting point, and the resistance to PHBV oil is very good. Polymer is moisture resistant and impermeable. So that's why due to that there are so many applications of PHBV. First, the medical application. PHBV are used for controlled drug delivery system. These HBHB copolymers are suitable as matrices for controlled release of drug due to their favorable biocompatibility and biodegradation polymer. The polymer slowly degrades to smaller fragments, thus release drug in controlled manner. So that's why it is used for controlled drug delivery system. The PHBV currently used in internal sutures. It is non-toxic, biodegradable, so it doesn't have to be removed after recovery. Automatically, the sutures are soluble, as well as it can be used for adsorbable skin graft, cell transplantation, and disposal of personal hygiene. PHBV can be used to sole structural material or as a part of degradable composites, as well as it can be used for the packaging. For example, the film for packaging and lamination, carry bags, these as all can be made from PHBV. Molded articles like injection moldings, and in agriculture also it is used. In agriculture, the time released coating for fertilizers, this is the very important use of the PHBV, as well as the mulching, natting, twin, also in controlled release of fertilizer and pesticides. These all are the uses of PHBV. Thank you all.